Malaysia is far from perfect. It has poverty, corruption, sumbang mahram, teh tarik water, so many people trying to look for meaning in their lives. But according to past, the answer was always very simple. Apparently, only Islam can save the world. So poops, our very own homegrown Donald Trump, Chief Minister of Kedah Sanusi Mat Noor, thinks that only Islam can save Malaysia. This is his new pet project after trying and failing to take Penang back, claiming that, oh, if we don't follow it, then the entire country will be destroyed. And here he is with his little 26k liked Facebook post, making his grand declarations about how only his religion can save the country and the world from cruelty and oppression that is now just spreading because of administrations that do not focus on his religion. Be confident, only my religion can save this world. Apart from that, everything else is broken and exposes men to cruelty and oppression, he says. Wow. What great moral values. Classic trying to play the hero. Here he is then talking about how the fight to take over the country and the political system must be continued by past under all circumstances. While, by the way, talking a whole bunch about spreading the religion, about how he is noble and safe, his heart is clean. We don't oppress anyone, we are fair, we don't discriminate, and we don't deny the rights of anyone while we're in government. That is Islam. Wow. I guess he didn't see this list. Maybe he didn't see the fitnah either, or the anak YTL, but whoa. And there he is talking about how people are trying to destroy his rights. How wonderful the history of his civilization was, making us wonder why no comparable contributions exist in the modern age, or what those contributions even have to do with religion. But anyway, there he goes again with a sickening line about how politics and religion cannot be separated, declaring how hebat the religion is, how wonderful it is. And alright, fine. Taking a step back for a bit, I'm sure that Islam is something that is very dear to people's hearts. I have no interest in disputing that. If you find it very valuable, then by all means, it can be the way that you save yourself. You can go ahead and worship as you want. It's none of my business. But I think what this man said raises at least a couple of questions. Number one, why do my values need to be your values? Why do I need to care about your values? And why on earth are you trying to insist that I occupy a lower class position in society just because you want to ensure that you are so-called #dominant? I don't know, man. I feel like people who try to put their value system all at the front and trying to tell people, oh, as long as you have religion, as long as our values win, then your life will be kenchana. Usually these people are people with mental problems. Either that or they're just so narrow-minded that they can't imagine the possibility that people would ever have values different from theirs. Which is pretty much how I understand all of those people writing out racist comments and people who are intolerant. Basically as people with low SES education or any form of training from their parents to be well-mannered and proper human beings that accept that we have primeval differences, we live different lives, and there's no need for you to go out there and force your values down people's throats just because you cannot accept that other people are different from you. And the second question is, how do we feel about Sabah and Sarawak? As far as I know, we are a multiracial and multi-religious country, but of course, you people out there like to try to ensure your religious dominance as if it's somehow going to elevate your status in the eyes of the world. But the harsh reality is that you will never outperform Singapore. You will never ever be seen as anything except second class because you're obsessed with this race and religion nonsense, and you will always forever keep your little inferiority complex. And my last question is, does PAS even represent Islam? Well, judging by the comments on Sanusi's own Facebook post, I guess you can see that people don't actually agree. Because as far as we know, PAS is just a penunggang agama party that is just casually trying to win a prime ministership by being tepaling agama, appointing all of these less than educated people, appealing to less than educated people, allowing them to feel that they are actually winners in the world or for the akhirat or whatever it is that they care about with minimal actual education, training or abilities. It's actually hilarious the way their own supporters are calling them out and just saying that, you know what, like this is probably cap at some point right here. Kind of fascinating. I hope this is a trend that's gonna continue. So I don't know, man, Sanusi, if PAS could actually save itself, then it would have saved itself a long time ago. Why do we still have drugs, sumbang mahram? Why don't the people in Kedah, Kelantan or any of the SG4 states have good jobs and quality lives and instead just spend all of their time featuring on documentaries about drug abuse? You don't need to be playing Standing in the Eyes of the World while hoping that people will respect you. Come on, brother. If you're all happy and your lives are so amazing, then by right, you shouldn't be complaining. Yet you are. So what's the message? So what's really happening here? Well, these PAS people are not protecting anyone, not even themselves, but they are trying to gaslight people as much as possible because they want to gain some sort of real world advantage, while, by the way, telling everybody to jangan cinta dunia sangat. Bro, you guys talk so much about wanting to save the world when you can't even save yourselves. Instead, all you do is talk out a big game about your SG4, so many amazing things that you can apparently do, take nice pictures together, rely on a 100-year-old to shill your message, mock China at your convenience, but then support it when it invests in your territory because nobody else wants to. Because of your constant irrational yapping about race and religion, when in reality, anybody who is anybody knows that that's not important except for the bottom barrel of our entire society. But to be honest, I can see why people fall for it. A lot of them don't have very good lives. They were promised amazing existence, the very best in the world, but in reality, all of it is just a band-aid over their very broken lives. They find comfort in what they believe and therefore they assume that everybody needs to live the same way because if they do, then my life also can be better and we can all be one people under God. But what they never actually do is go out and question anybody else, and they navigate themselves into a space where if they somehow were to even get close to questioning, they socially and morally police one another and declare that if you do, then you are liberal or sasat. While, by the way, their own ulamas interpret everything for them and they say it's perfect truth even when the mufti says, maybe you shouldn't be listening to all of these people all the while. I mean, in my mind, Sanusi can believe whatever the hell he wants, and so can all of these people, but as far as I'm concerned, it's not very hard for you to not interfere with my life, so for once in your life, can you please learn how to lakum, dinukum, waliya, din? Stop trying to interfere with me. I'm sure a lot of you feel this way as well, and if you do feel this way, then leave a like and leave a comment and share this video with a friend. See, all these buggers love to scream about how they're heroes of race and religion and berani cakap, berani tanggung. The sad part is though, that they later act like surprised Pikachu when later on people don't respect them, and correctly note that they provide no value yet they expect infinite respect. But thank God, at the moment, there are a lot of people out there who know that this beautiful effort of trying to menunggang agama, especially by PAS, is something that is not a good thing, is not something we should accept, not something that we should tolerate either. Even as people try to summon up progressively more and more people to say that they want to change other people's lives or that they are just and wonderful when there is no real world evidence to back any of that up. Seriously, I don't think that's a good reason to be phobic of anything, whether Christianity, Buddhism, or Islam. But if you're going to go out there and you're going to claim that you're the hero of your religion, while at the same time trying to act holy while demonstrating profound hypocrisy at any given moment out there, I don't think fearing you is a phobia. It's a very rational response. But what do you think, Spoops? Is the religion that these people are trying to menunggang the solution? For that matter, do you think PAS is the solution and Sanusi is the great hero that's going to save you all like Superman jumping into a volcano? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.